Hello and welcome, gentlemen. So I just need to do a quick rundown of what's wrong with this picture. You see there's two percentages on this screen, and you see the top percentage is too high for my liking, the bottom percentage isn't high enough for my liking. So if you're part of the top percentage, what are you doing? All the cool kids are down here in the bottom percentage. If you enjoyed the videos or enjoying the series, hit that big red button and come join the cool kids. But anyway, we've got a good video today, so let's get into it and I hope you enjoy. So I wasn't recording here and didn't start recording until it was too late. But I was having a fight with two people on griffins. I picked one and pulled him up high. I dropped him to dive on him. I thought I had plenty of room from the guy who was trying to pick me. But I was wrong. I got picked, pulled my parachute way too late. A wild crystal wyvern just came out of nowhere as well. And unfortunately, we didn't make it. So I got on a wyvern real quick, went over to try and save our freshly tamed griffin. But unfortunately I was too slow, and that got killed as well. So I checked the tribe log, and the tribe that just killed me were the tribe that I was looking at earlier. You'll probably remember them from the last video. They just started to build up in the desert crack, and I left them because they didn't have anything yet. But we can't be letting that go now. Mama didn't raise no bitch. But first, I had to go and get myself another griffin. Once the griffin was tamed, I headed over to Eldritch Isle to try and get myself some element shards to put in these tech turrets. I had never done the Crystal Isle boss, so I wasn't very confident yet doing it. But for now, I knew I couldn't just leave 500 element shards in each turret, so I had to get some more quick. So I got myself a few K element shards, got it back to base. I didn't have any whole element yet to power the replicator. So here is where I got the luckiest I've been in an arc in a long time. My friend, who I was PvPing with last episode, decided to try out Crystal Isles. He was in my tribe at the moment so I could show him my base, but he wanted to start on his own and build his own things. So he was just researching base locations, and he had researched a base spot literally on my coordinates. And to be honest with you, I don't know Crystal Isles great. I didn't actually know this was here. Otherwise I probably would have built in it. So just above my base is a big cave, and he told me that all the turrets had gone down, but I just figured it was a base that had been raided. But he told me to bring C4 for a reason. So we got in there, the door was open for some reason. Most things inside were powered, like someone lived there, and everything was locked, so it hadn't been raided, so I don't know what's going on. I wasn't going to sit around trying to work it out. I chucked my little slivery snake out and started demolishing things real quick. Obviously wasn't holding out on much being in here, because why would you do what this guy's done? So maybe someone can help me out here because I'm lost. Who, in their right mind, leaves turrets and all this ammo just sitting here, not in turrets? Let's ignore the fact that they've turned their turrets off. Who leaves all that stuff there for people to take? Who goes through all them hours of farming? You know what? I'm not complaining. So like I said, I don't know this cave, I didn't know this bit was here. I was just getting ready to go and my friend said there's bolts and things in here. So we started chewing away at these as well.
Hoping for another dawn. Now I'm looking everywhere for you, 'cause I need another day.
So I began destroying the cliff plat and then started wiping all the foundations in there so that my friend could start building in there the next day. Once we had cleared it out, he took some of the metal foundations that he had found and spammed it out for himself in an attempt to claim it.
Waiting for a sign. Leaving me like this. You let it slip away, and later on we kiss. Oh boy, you got me really good. Don't you realize I see right through your disguise?
So we got some element from them, and that was enough to make a generator.
Now I'm looking everywhere for you, 'cause I need another dance, we need another chance. I'm waiting for, waiting for, waiting for.
Damn, boy.
When you say mission,
So after we'd got all that loot back to base, I went over and checked Peaky Blinders' base. I wanted to keep an eye on them because they had the best rat hole in the floating islands. And they had quite a nice sized turret tower up top that had gone down. The tower had tech turrets on it, and I really need element shards. So I decided to go back and get my Afropleura and break into it to see how much bullets they had.
you want, you are free. The moonlight's whispering.
They had a lot more in this overall than I thought they would, so this is some good profit, and I can finally get a decent amount of ammo in the tech turrets.
Take whatever that you want. Flesh turned to flesh. Sing your pretty words into my ear, knowing exactly what I wanna hear. For one night only, naked in your arms.
So my tribe mate who found that base above us said he wasn't going to try and build in there tonight, and like I said in the last video, never go offline with things inside your base that you could have used to defend. So for now, I made 2 more turret towers slightly further down. I think this area actually has a really nice natural layout for turret positions and different turret towers to do.
Moonlight's whispering. Flesh turned to flesh.
I then went and spammed around the ground a lot more, because I had just potentially made enemies with one of the biggest tribes on the server by taking down their tower. So them towers were built, we had a few more turrets hanging around either side, and this made me feel a lot more secure about going off. I know it's hard to miss, but try and ignore the terrible placement of foundations. I promise they're only temporary. So with all this fresh metal just waiting to be smelted into something juicy, I put my flippers on and went down in search for blueprints, and I also wanted to get some element ore while I was down here, so I could passively make element when I got the time.
Take whatever that you want. You are free. You are free.
Can we just take a minute to admire how pretty this little PvE base is? I'm really impressed, I like seeing things like that. Anyway. So I went and put myself down a gas collector. This way I could slowly get gas balls over time.
Baby, it's a crime
I then made a whole load of batteries and began charging them all up.
when you're on my mind. It's a curse not having you around. I wasn't ready to say goodbye. Fading lights, I don't know how I feel, and in my sight, nothing is for real, but it's a fact. Without you,
Made myself a few tech turrets and began placing them down. This really started beefing up the base, and again made me feel a lot more secure about logging off.
when I saw you, I lost some control. One look into those eyes could dream my soul. I got closer, but then suddenly you were gone. I wanna wake now, and this time is on. It's not danger itself. You feel what I need.
Next episode. Revenge. This is going to be it for episode 5. If you're enjoying the series so far, be sure to leave a like. And if you're new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button. That way you can keep up to date with the series and all the content to come. I also make quick guides for Ark. I'll put a link in the description, so if you're new or want to check them out, feel free. But for now, this has been episode 5. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.